Hello! Today I'm making a gardening themed Father's Day card for my dad using this greenhouse die set from Stampin Up. Originally I was going to make a shaker card and fill the greenhouse with small die cut flowers. However, I'm a bit short of time at the moment, so I thought I'd try something a little bit different using this patterned paper set from Crafter's Companion. I selected my favourite paper with a nice small design which would be seen clearly through the greenhouse. I also cut some acetate to resemble the glass of the greenhouse and used metallic silver card for the greenhouse frame. Once they were cut, I splattered some ink on the base of the card to give a bit of interest to the background. I used Distress inks, tumbled glass and salty ocean. First giving them a spritz of water before tapping my paintbrush over the card to produce the splattered effect. I went through all of my sentiment stamps and this was actually the only set that contained a Father's Day sentiment. As I wanted to make a quick and simple card, my original plan was to have a silver embossed sentiment to tie it in with the silver of the greenhouse frame. Once I'd lined up the sentiment, I brushed some kaolin powder over the card to ensure that the embossing powder would only stick to the ink and nowhere else on the card. Whenever I emboss, I tend to stamp 2 or 3 times with embossing ink to make sure there's really good coverage and that I haven't missed any spots on the stamp. I used Ranger Superfine embossing powder and sprinkled it over the ink before tapping off the excess and heat set it. Once I'd finished, I just wasn't happy with the card. It looked too plain and a little bit top heavy. It definitely needed some work. I thought that craft card would look nice with the blue pattern paper, so I re-stamped the sentiment using white embossing powder on craft card. Once I'd set the sentiment using my heat tool, I cut it out using a banner die and attached it over the top of the original silver sentiment. I then trimmed off the excess and mounted the panel onto a craft card blank. I much prefer the updated card, but let me know what you think in the comments. If you like this video, then please like and subscribe so that I can bring you more in future. Thank you.